There's no hiding place. Hey, y'all. We'll just have to face. If you just put your hands in mine, we're gonna leave all our troubles behind. Hey, how y'all doing? Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? Let me see what we got. Hey, Indigo Child rolling a blunt. Hey, Quentin. Hey, Christine. Hey, Esoteric. Hey, Jam and Berries. Okay. Hey, Brakita. Let me tilt this up a little bit. Hey, Cameron. Oh, you going out? Okay. Be careful during this holiday season. Just put your hands in mine. We're gonna leave all our troubles behind. Hey, Nika. Hey, Irrational Kids. Hey, Damie. Hey, Il Nana. Hey, Enjoy. We got Ethereal up in here. Let's see. Well, hey, Mickey. Mickey, you getting your drink on? Is that what that is? Hey, Akeda, how you doing? Hey, Joseph. This is your first time during the live? Well, welcome. We be turning up in here, so just so you know. Hey, Season. So how did everybody do this Sagittarius season? That's one thing I wanted to talk about. Like, what are some of the things that happen? Hey, Get from Virgo. What are some of the things that happen that has a Sagittarius theme for you? So y'all could just start posting comments. Seasonal depression during Sagittarius season. Oh, well, Venus is in Capricorn, but it's about to be in Aquarius, so hopefully that'll uplift you a little bit. So if you just put your hand in mine. A lot of y'all don't know about that. That's a temptation. Hey, Coco. Hey, Wayne. Happy birthday to all the Sagittarians. Most of y'all had your birthdays already, so happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Hope you had a good time. Happy solar return. Enjoy said, great, just got back from vacation in Cali. Okay, nice. Quentin said, what up, Rabina? Can we talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin's natal chart? Is he a Sag? Esoteric said, definitely been lucky, just happened to fall into the right place at the right time. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Gift from Virgo said, got a raise, promotion as soon as Jupiter went into the second house. Nice. Money been coming in so easily our whole season. Nice. Tiara, you are Sag rising. Enjoy your birthday was 11/24. 24 is a blessed number. That's one of the best numbers you could be born under. Mickey said, almost got hit today. Hold on. But my awesome skills saved my ass. Do you have Capricorn in the third, Mickey? Dario said December 18th, Stone Cold. Okay, so Stone Cold Steve Austin, December 18th. So he is a Sag. Okay. He was one of the better looking wrestlers. Hey, Janice. Why is it hot in here? It's cold nowadays. It's hot in here, though. Let me see what else. So I'll be doing one card readings tonight. So if you want a one card reading, you can cash at me. Here's my cash app. A donation of at least $5. Let me just put that in there. Indigo Child said third house rules car accident. Well, it rules cars in general, transportation, local transportation. Hey, Sarah. So if your third house is jacked up, you do have a chance of getting into an accident. So there's going to be some signs that are in the third house that are more accident prone than others, such as if you got Sagittarius in the third, Pisces in the third, even Gemini in the third. I got to blow my nose. Excuse me. I got this. Germs have been trying to give me a cold for like the past 3 weeks, and I'm not having it. Ethereal said, I found out about Stone Cold when I made my Galactic Center video. Esoteric said, I have Sag in my third. Have you ever been in an accident, Esoteric? Thank you, Indigo. Hey, Lisa G. Hey, Aquarian Essence. I got Jupiter in the third too, Aquarian, and I've been in several accidents. Okay, sound like I got a Cash App donation. So who wants a reading? Look like that's you, Damie, huh? Is that you? Take some zinc. I've been taking some colloidal silver because that works, but it's like as soon as you feel yourself getting something, you take some colloidal silver and it'll knock it out. But this thing is persistent. Indigo said Aries rules my third house, but I have no planets there. So you got to look at your Mars. If your Mars is jacked up, then you could end up in a car accident. Like if you got Mars squared Jupiter, or like Mars opposition Saturn or something like that, Mars opposition Neptune. Quentin said, I hear Blade, the movie character, is a Sagittarius. So Damie said, thank you for the donation, Damie. When will I learn how to drive? I get scared so bad. Have you been practicing? Because practice makes perfect. When will Damie? So I got to put a time frame on this. So I'm going to say, I'm going to be generous and say, will it be in the next 2 years? Will you? Wait a minute, you said, will you learn how to drive or will you get your accent? Okay, learn how to drive. Will you be learning how to drive within the next 2 years? Let's see. You got 9 of Wands. So that's a no. And this is a card where it shows that you're very wary, you're very fearful. So you're going to have to give it some more time. So let me see 3 years from now real quick. Will you be learning how to drive 3 years from now? Like you could be learning how to drive within the next 2 years, but you're still going to be very anxious. You're going to be very unsure of yourself. So I wouldn't rush it. I would take my time because driving is no joke. Okay, within 3 years' time, you'll be good. You'll learn how to drive within 3 years. So again, take your time, practice as much as possible. Practice makes perfect. And you really got to learn defensive driving techniques because people out there are wild. And you might be just picking up on the fact that you probably will get into an accident at some point. But a lot of people get into accidents, they make it out fine. So that's just a part of driving for a lot of people. Lil said, why are we talking about car accidents? Yeah, who brought up the car accident thing? Oh, because Mickey said she almost got into an accident. And I asked what was in her third house. Yep. Okay. What else did I want to talk about? Okay, so my New Year's Eve party, second annual New Year's Eve party is going to be held December 31st. I'm going to put the link. I need to cut my nails. It's an online party, and we're going to be discussing what went down this year on an individual level and also on a mundane worldwide level. And then we'll be getting into the transits that made it all happen. And then every party goer will be getting a mini forecast for 2020. Indigo said, I always hated driving. I have a driver license, but I try to avoid it at all costs. The older I get, the more I don't feel like driving because, again, people are crazy out there and people just aren't paying attention. Ethereal said, I could drive well enough, but I know the universe has blocked it to save my ass. Don't you have your South Node in the third house, Ethereal? Indigo said, I'm getting fucked up at the party. Good, okay. Yes, it's going to be a gangster party. Janice, you said, what's so special about Sagittarius and Capricorn? You mean and Capricorn? Hey, Pisces Moon. Pisces Moon said, I'm scared to drive. I don't even want to learn. Thank God I live in New York City. Oh, yeah, you don't have to learn to drive when you live in New York. I wouldn't even want to drive if I lived in New York, unless maybe I lived in Queens or Harlem or whatever. Maybe the Bronx, too, because the Bronx, like, that's, like, very spread out. Lil said, I still can't drive that much because my dad was teaching me to do it, but he was cussing me out so bad. I don't even want to practice again. I agree. It's hard to have your parent. Hey, Gigi, it's hard to have your parent teach you how to drive unless they have a lot of patience. So I've taught my daughter how to drive, but she still needs some practice and stuff. But it makes you so nervous because it's so easy to get into a car accident. So I always advise just spend the extra money to get driver instructor classes. All right, let's see what else. We're going to get into the light and dark side of Sagittarius. And what else occurred for y'all that has that Sagittarius theme this month or even last month? Yeah, you need a professional, really, because that professional, it's not even their card that you're going to be learning. Hey, Salacious. Salacious got Sagittarius energy. Let's see. Janice, I think you're confused because Sagittarius and Capricorn, they're two separate signs, so they're not going to be in each other. Mickey said being in a great mood. I was feeling more optimistic myself. I was feeling more free, but also I was doing a lot of procrastinating, which is very Sagittarius. Yes, erudite. Sagittarius is exotic beauty. A lot of Sagittarians have an exotic look. Salacious said, yep, Uranus, Saturn, Mercury, and Ascendant in Sag. Jam and berries, there's no dark side to Sagittarius. Unfortunately, there is. And I have some of those dark-sided traits. Not all of them, but some of them. Hey, Angela. Angela said, not everyone is meant to drive. My grandmother lived to 80 and never learned to drive. That was a different generation, though. Yeah, I agree. Same with not everybody's meant to be married or be in a committed relationship. Dana said, I started working out during Sag season. That's what's up. Sag will give you that energy. Hell yeah. All right. So let's get into some of the light side of Sagittarius. But before we do that, let's talk about the corresponding card for Sagittarius according to tarot. Let me get it. Does anybody know what it is? If anybody's into tarot, does anybody know what the corresponding tarot card is for Sagittarius? Yeah, it's hot in here. Oh my God, where is it? Temperance, yes. Christine, you got it. It's the Temperance card. Well, so why Temperance, Christine? 8 of Wands is Sagittarius, but in terms of the major arcana, 8 of Wands is like Mercury and Sag, Jupiter and Sag. And of course, I can't find it. Why is it always like that? The card you want is not easily found. Oh my God. Oh, here it is. Temperance. So the Temperance card, this is a Sagittarius card. So as you can see, it's like this angel, and it has 2 cups, and it's pouring out some liquid into the other cup. So one of the main themes of this Temperance card. Hey, Regine, how you doing? Oh my God, Regine, stop playing. You must want a whole natal chart reading. Thank you so much, Regine. Oh, wow, that is generous. I never even seen red on the super chat before. Well, whatever, right? She making it rain on my ass. Whatever questions you have, shoot. Wow. I'm like, oh, wow. Wow. So let me stop. Thank you so much. That is so generous. Look, let me tell you, Sagittarius is one of the most generous signs. And Regine has her moon in Sagittarius, conjoined to Neptune, mind you. So that makes her extremely generous. Yes. And Regine's one of my students. Yes. Oh my God, that was so nice. Quentin said, I think Deadpool is a Sagittarius because he is so sarcastic. Yes. Thank you, Indigo. And Sag can get lucky like that. And it's like, because we do give a lot. We do, we just bring joy to people's lives. That's some of the light side of Sagittarius. Jam and Barry said Regine was blessed with a good job. Well, she does have her moon in Sagittarius in the 6th house. All right, what else? All right, so some of the light manifestations of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is fun. Oh, but back to the Temperance card. Where did that? Oh, so this Temperance card, one of the keywords is moderation. And that's because the underside of Temperance is excess. So there's always a chance you could go too far. Hey, Desiree, what's up? There's always a chance you could go too far. You could be doing too much. You could be going overboard. So this shows you that the light side of Sagittarius is temperance. It is moderation. But the dark side is excess. So this Temperance card is reminding you to take a middle ground, take the middle way, take the middle path, and you'll be fine. Also, this is a card of travel. Usually when you're in between places. So let's say that you're on the road, you're traveling, and you're getting tired. You want to know if you should pull over at a rest stop or go check yourself into a hotel. You pull this card, that's a definite yes. That's like, yes, pull over, because again, moderation. So you could even be driving excessively. And you know how sometimes we just want to keep pushing on and pushing on. But if you get tired, you pull this card. This is like, no, pull over either at a rest stop or at a hotel, preferably a hotel, because this is a card of like comfort, serenity, relaxation. Oh, thank you, Siobhan. Yes, please hit the like button when you come in. All right, so let's light side. So Sagittarius is fun, funny, joyful, optimistic. Hey, awkward letter. Uplifting. So Sagittarius will really uplift your spirits. That's why a lot of people like to be around us. Great motivators. So if you go to Sagittarius and be like, I got this dream that I want to pursue, I got this goal I want to accomplish. A lot of times, if it's not too, far out or outlandish, Sagittarius be like, yes, go for it, do it. And Sagittarius are truly happy for other people's success. So Sagittarius, I've heard where some people will accuse Sagittarius of being a hater, but Sagittarius is actually the exact opposite. We really don't hate on people's success. We really we like when people do well. Salacious said, you mean lean back, huh? All right. Very caring, even if sometimes it doesn't seem like it. So Sagittarius is a very caring sign, but sometimes Sag can come across like, we could give a fuck, but we really do care. Also, will stick up for themselves and for others. So for instance, Sagittarius hates a bully. So we see somebody getting bullied or mistreated, a lot of times we're going to speak up and say something about it, especially if it's one of our loved ones. Awkward letter said immature Sages are haters. All right, let's see. Sag is truthful, open and honest, very generous, very appreciative. Big hearts. So we have some of the biggest hearts of the zodiac. Big cheerleader. So again, we're very much about, yes, go do it. You're number one. You're a star. You're all that, blah, blah, blah. We'll really big you up. So with that, I call Sagittarius the hype man and the hype woman of the zodiac. So, like during rap concerts, you would have that hype man, like Flavor Flav was a hype man for Public Enemy. We are like those hype men and hype women. So we get people hyped up. We get them pumped up. Also, life of the party. So a lot of y'all have heard that before. Yes, we can be the life of the party. Adventurous, upbeat, lighthearted, passionate, energetic. A lot of Sagittarians are athletic. Salacious, didn't you used to do gymnastics? Gymnastics is so Sagittarius. John Faithful said, I had my hair in 2 ponytails, too good thing. Yes, it's Sagittarius. See, we got to be playful. That's exactly why I put my hair up like this. Let me see. I was watching gymnastics the other night because first of all, I'm a Sagittarius that's not athletic, but I like to watch certain athletic activities and stuff. So I love gymnastics. I also like to watch track and field. And I like extreme sports. I used to be into basketball a lot, but that was during my younger days. Hey, Eva, and I was really looking at basketball to see all the fine brothers back then. Penny Hardaway, oh my God, I used to love him. Jason Kidd, who else? Who was that other? Stephen Marbury. See, I was watching basketball back in the day with all them. Who else? All right, what else? Romantic. So Sagittarians are very romantic, very easygoing, laid back. Some of the most laid back. I think we are the most laid back. I think, who would you say is more laid back, Sagittarius or Gemini? I say Sagittarius because sometimes Gemini got a lot of that nervous energy, and that doesn't make them so laid back. Hey, Mimi J. Mimi J said that Sag, like, yes. So who would you say is more laid back, Gemini or Sagittarius? And you know those are opposing signs. Yes. Lil says Sag. Rafi said Sag. Nikki says Sag. Quentin, I had a Sagittarius hating on me over a woman. Maybe he had some Scorpio energy. Don Faithful said Libra. Rafi said Gemini, we overthink. Exactly. And that's what can keep y'all from being laid back. Mickey said Gemini's almost had no chill. Hey, Rod's Tarot. Rod Tarot, I was just talking about the Temperance card and how it relates to Sagittarius. Yes, Sag is very laid back. Sometimes we're too laid back, and that could be a problem at times. Yeah. And sometimes we'll just let things slide and slide and slide until it bothers us so much. And then next thing you know, we get all angry about it. All right, let's see. Very agreeable. So that goes with being laid back. Sometimes we're too agreeable because we really don't like to make waves. We really don't like when people don't like us. Let's see. Very forgiving. So we are some of the most forgiving people. Also intelligent. So a lot of Sagittarians just got that natural high degree of intelligence. Also very knowledgeable, can read people very well. A lot of times we can basically read people as soon as we meet them, but then we'll do this thing where we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And then we'll be like, damn, I should listen to my intuition. So that's another one, being very intuitive. So Sagittarius is one of the most intuitive signs. And we're basically the prophets of the zodiac. So a lot of times we know how things are going to turn out before they actually, transpire. Also, good public speakers, good promoters. Sagittarius is actually the social worker of the zodiac. Did anybody know that? So Sagittarius and social work go hand in hand. Also, the judges of the zodiac, they make good lawyers, paralegals, clergymen and women, pastor, preacher, politicians, comics, professor, scientists, publisher, moderators, and orators. Yes. That's what Terry says, smarter than we look, because we tend to look good too, don't we? So we look good, and then people, they read us and think that we're not that smart. Siobhan said, my Pisces ex said he tired of me predicting the future because you always right and it be scaring him. Sometimes Pisces be scared when you be talking about the future and what's going to happen. Erudite said Lady Diana was a Sag rising. Makes sense that she wanted to, she didn't like being like that whole, playing that role of that, what was she, the Princess of Wales? Yes. Yes. Nene Leakes, she's a dark-sided Sag. She makes Sag look bad. Miko Savage said, I'm a Gemini, I predict the future sometimes. I'm an empath. Awkward Letters said, Omarosa prophesied that Bethany Frankel's talk show, when it lasts, she was right, and she has Sag moon. She also has Venus in Sag. No, she has Venus in Capricorn. That's right. Salacia said she's a big woman too. Who's a big woman? Ethereal said, ha ha ha, I just read the fuck out of a Sag chick I just met. I didn't know Evelyn was a Sag. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, let's get into some of the dark shit. Okay. Inattentive. That's part of my problem. Insensitive, blunt, tactless. Of course, they always talk about that. Bad anger management problems. can be ultra violent. Some of the real dark-sided ones, like Ted Bundy, he was a Sagittarius. Hypocritical, self-righteous, God complex, acts like they are above the law. I used to act like that when I was young, but then I got spanked enough times and I was like, okay, I get it. I got to obey the law. I got to pay these traffic tickets and stuff. Irresponsible, messy, disorganized, clumsy, loud, obnoxious, ostentatious, idealistic, having that blind faith, like everything's going to work out, love will conquer all type bullshit. The pedestal syndrome. So Sagittarius will have this problem with putting people on a pedestal, and then when the person reveals that they're flawed and that they're human, they'll lose interest or they'll be disappointed. So Sagittarius can end up being disappointed in people because they have this tendency to put people on this pedestal that's unrealistic. Dogmatic, like very firm in your beliefs. Sagittarius hates to admit when they're wrong. They can be sore losers. Like I was a sore loser as a kid. Can have gambling problems, can be reckless, restless. A lot of Sag can have that like ADHD symptoms, just like a Gemini. What is that? Hyperactive, impatient, forgetful. Thank you, Fly Lily. Can be too free-spirited or bohemian to a fault, especially like the young Sagittarius boys. Like they want to be so bohemian and free-spirited that they don't even want to wash up. And Brad Pitt's like that too, because I heard that Brad Pitt, who's a Sagittarius, he be stinking and stuff. Like he act like he don't want to take a bath a lot of times or shower. Sycophants. So a sycophant is somebody that's going to copy your style. Now, Sag isn't like Cancer in that way where they'll totally like mirror you. But if Sag sees something that, you know, they think is like really admirable or really awesome or whatever, they might take that on. Yes, awkward. I heard that Brad Pitt be stanking. All right, let me see. Fanaticism. So Sagittarius can be a straight up fanatic when it comes to something or somebody that they believe in or somebody that they really love. Overly enthusiastic 1 minute and then losing interest the next. So Sag will be all enthusiastic about something. They might even put their friend on it and then be all enthusiastic. When the friend get enthusiastic too, a lot of times Sag has already moved on to something else. So they could be frustrated with that. Also losing women. Too free with spending, of course. All fire signs can be like that. Hates any kind of restrictions, and sometimes restrictions are necessary. Can be excessive, greedy, insatiable appetite, can't get enough, over the top, hates being told what to do, poor time management, procrastination, excuses, promiscuous, hedonistic. Wow, I'm glad I got all that out of my system when I was young. Cause I'm not one of them old ass old head Sages that still want to run the streets and hop on any dick I see. But actually, when I was young, I did. I used to have this goal. I was like, every guy that looked good, I wanted to get a piece of that. Like I really had that goal. Like I'm just being honest as a Sagittarius. I was like, I want a little taste of every dude that I think look good. And I never had that thing with me where it was like I felt like some type of hoe or something just because I was being free spirited sexually. I was like, shoot. I was like, if men could do it, I could do it. And I was one of them types where I could have sex without getting all emotionally caught up. It was all fun and games to me. And actually now, even now, I'm like, what's a relationship without good sex? Like if the sex ain't right, I mean, honestly, that's the whole thing of a relationship to me, because I'm not about getting with a guy for money. Never have been, probably never will, even though, you know, that's becoming a major movement now. What is that called? Hypergamy? Any of you women into hypergamy? Where it's like you expect a man to be doing everything for you, paying your bills, paying your rent, paying your car note, and where you're not giving shit in return. See, I'm very generous and I got that masculine side. So I never minded like treating my men out to like a good time and all that stuff. But then, you know, a lot of women will look at, like a lot of them hypergamous women will say you're a fool for that. But yeah, I'm like, when it comes to a relationship, I'm all about the sex. I'm like, if you're not sexing me right, or we're not having sex at all, I guess we're not going to be in a relationship. Like, I was dealing with this one dude, and I think actually it was so frustrating because when it got down to it, he was all about just talking and having this like platonic friendship. And I was like, huh? What? Where you do that at? I was like, no. So I stopped talking to him. He thought that, we was building this strong friendship. And I was like, oh no, ain't no friendship going down. Either you coming off of that dick or we ain't talking. So that's how I am. I'm like, there's no in between. No. I can't just be, if you look halfway decent, I can't just be your friend. I'm sorry. If we trying to talk like that, unless like we're in two different like age brackets, or if he's real fat or something, because I've never been into fat dudes. But yeah, that whole promiscuous, hedonistic whole type thing, been there, done that, had some fun. I will tell y'all one little story, surviving Rabina story. Back in the day, I don't know. Y'all remember that group, the Alcoholics, Make Room? They had that song, Make Room. And what other song did they have? They weren't really a big popular rap group. But, God, what's that guy's name? Let me put it, because I'll tell you. Just tell you how I used to do when I go out. So if there was like a little show going on back in the day, and you know how sometimes they would invite people on, man, okay, no, that's not him. Oh, that's his name. All right. So you know how they would like invite people on the stage after a show? Well, I was one of the chicks that would be rushing on the stage, like, yeah. So you remember the Lixicator? So yeah, I remember me and my girls, we went on stage when the Alcoholics were performing, and they was like, hey, what's up? And they was like, y'all trying to chill with us? And yeah, we did chill with them to the early morning. You know what was up, you know what went down. I'm just saying. I was with the guy named Tash. His name was, if you want to look him up. I didn't think he was that cute, but because he had a little clout as a being in the Alcoholics, I was just like, hey, whatever. I actually wanted E Swift. E Swift was the producer. But yeah, that was fun because I was all about having fun. Like, I wanted to stay out all night. Like, if I went out, I wanted to stay out until that sun came up. But anyway, so yeah, we Sagittarius could be hedonistic, wild, undisciplined, but ideally, we're supposed to get that shit out of our system once we hit a certain age. So thankfully, I've gotten all that shit out of my system. I'm no longer just wild out like that. But every now and then I notice I gotta wild out. Like, but it might be on some dumb shit. Like, it might be like some little fling I'm having with some dude or whatever. And then I'm going to travel to see him. And then next thing you know, it happens for like a year or so, and then I'm over it. Indigo said, honestly, I feel you right. I got Sag and myself. No, we like to sample fine dining. Yes. Yes. Okay, who sent me a cash out? Let me see. Post your question. Okay. I don't see it yet. Jawrence. What's your question? Hey, Jules. Jules said, totally, I have been fending off my Sag ex saying, you know, that I can't be chased. I do the chasing. Min Natural Beauty said Gemini are able to predict things. All right, let's see. What else? So Sag can be spoiled at times. Thank you, Awkward. Madonna whore themes. So Sag will be like being a hoe out in the streets, all that stuff. But they'll be, when they get back home, they'll be reading their Bible. I was like that. Like, I was all into religion and spirituality, but then I was kind of freaky at the same time. So I had that like that Madonna whore syndrome going on, being a Sag. Like, I wanted salvation, but I always also wanted, that sensation. My funky sensation. Also, Sag can, it could be hard for Sag to fully settle down and commit long term. And Sag can be philanderers. And one thing about a lot of Sagittarius men, I noticed, they don't mind a woman taking care of them, the dark sided ones. Has anybody noticed that? Like a dark sided Sag man won't mind a woman taking care of him, paying the bills and shit, buying them shit. Salacia said, ninth house shit. Akeda said lots of Latinas got that, have love Jesus on their IG, but sticking their booty out. Yes, that Madonna horse and you damn right. I wanted it all. That's how the Sag is, and we believe we can have it all. All right, where's Jawrence? Because Jawrence sent me a cash app. Jawrence. It's like Lawrence, but with a J. Jawrence. Alker, you got a shih too. One of them little dogs. Christine, you can't be in the room with who? Salacia says Sagmen be blessed by Jupiter with the trouser meat. I gotta let me just shut up because I was about to say not always. But I have heard other women say that about Sag men. I just haven't been lucky enough to experience that my damn self. Damn. Rod Tarot said, I have Sun in Sagittarius on the 8th house cuts. Indigo said, Tash is hot. Oh, you think he's hot? Well, I can't remember how the sex was, though. It must have been okay, or else I'd be talking shit about him. Oh, light-skinned dude with the curly hair. Sarah said, my Sag is overblessed then. Well, a lot of them are nicely well endowed. I just didn't have the courtesy of being able to partake of that with the ones I had. Yeah, Sag can be arrogant. Yup. Oh, Miko said, if you can't remember, it wasn't that good. See, I think about it like this because I've had quite a few experiences. So my thing is, if I can remember it in terms of the negative, then that means it was really bad. If I can't remember it, then it was probably, mediocre, rather average shit. Jules said we always get back to peen size. But honestly, I was like, yeah, when it comes to relationships, I'm so much about my freedom that I think I purposely choose certain men that I know it's not going to work out. So I have my freedom at the end of the day. I think I really do. Like I subconsciously choose these men where I know it's not going to work out. Mickey is awesome, but I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, I might really be done with it. For real. And like I said, thank God I've had my share of it. So it's not like I'm missing out on anything. And at my age, when you're dealing with guys around my age, that's when the shit really goes downhill. And it's not the women that really go downhill, it's the goddamn men. Because a lot of them can't even keep it up if they can get it up at all. A lot of them get lazy as shit. They get tired all quick. Their back be aching and all that. I'm just like, I don't got time for that. I gotta be feeling their gray ass whiskers on my face and shit. I don't know if I even want that. That's another thing. Sag can be like Leo in that we're very much attracted to that youthful frame, that youthful face. So somebody that, oh my God, Akeda, you remember the guy with the sky glass? That was during my Oranum days. I used to do readings on this psychic website called Oranum. And Akeda just reminded me there would be this pervert and he'd be like, can I get a sky clad reading? And I was like, what's a sky clad reading? And he was like, it's when we both get naked and we basically do a reading together. I was like, are you serious, dude? That website attracted a lot of perverts. It's called Oranum. I don't know if anybody has ever went there, but they're very expensive, right? I don't need some old stiff ass whiskers all on my damn chin. I don't need a man with his tongue all. I don't need all that. Not when you get. That's what I'm saying. My youth is over, and I feel like my sex life is over at this point, unless I'm going to get with somebody that's like 30. Siobhan said, "Gotta keep on sucking on old peen to get it up." Shame. See, I'm not with it. I'm not trying to have to do all that. And then the men that are in here, please answer this question for me. If men can't get it up anymore, why do y'all still be horny? Why do y'all still be wanting to get with women? Like, why do y'all? It seems like these older men be on the dating sites the most, the ones that can't get it up. What is up with that? If you can't please a woman, why are you still going after women? Like, don't you realize that women need that? Like, that's a big part of why we want y'all. If y'all didn't have that tool, we might as well be with women. So, like, why are these older men still, trying to get with women? Y'all can't even keep it up. Y'all can't even keep a woman satisfied. Bambi said ego. Lil said because it's mental more than physical. Yeah, it could be mental all you want when it's online, but when it comes to the physical, shoot, they better come correct. Angela Knight said Mars and Gemini men have ED. Well, it's really not about Mars and the sign. It's really about what Mars is doing. So if you got Mars opposition Neptune, then there's a good chance that they're going to have erectile dysfunction at some point. Same with like Mars opposition Saturn. A lot of times it's going to be Mars and hard aspect to like Saturn, Neptune. Jones, where are you? Because I still didn't get your question. Let me see something. Somebody else. Hey, Mercedes. Thank you. Post your question. Let me see. Why does it do that? Mercedes, post your question when you get a chance. Lil said the men in my country be on all types of dick pills by the time they 25. That's sad as fuck. It is. And a lot of men have become desensitized because they watch all this porn now. Let me see. Jules said, drop the dating sites. They are filled with nipples. Ew, what? Sarah said, true. They're either wasted or have low T. They can't. Miko said, you need some Gemini D. We stay freaky and packing. If y'all could stop talking so damn much and get down to business. I'll never forget, I was with this Gemini dude, and we were supposed to get busy, and he talked all night long instead, and I was so disappointed. Desiree said they're in denial. I agree. They still think they had, like, their minds might still be, like, in their 30s, but then their body is, like, hitting, like, 60. Awkward said men's egos bigger than their dick. Oh, thank you, Mercedes. You are so sweet. Salacious said they never gonna not want to hump. But I don't get it. Like, it seems like if you can't get it up, why would you have that feeling? Rob said, don't ask me. Don't have that problem. Sorry. Okay, Rob. Maybe I need to give you a call. Oh, hard aspects in Amazonian would be like the square, the opposition, the semi-square, quincunx. Yeah, but let's talk about this Lizzo. What did y'all think about that Lizzo twerking at the Lakers game? Because I got her chart, so we can get into a little bit. So are y'all in favor of what Lizzo did? Or do you think she went too far? Do you think it was a desperate attempt to, like, get some attention? Do you think it was overcompensation for insecurity? Well, I'll tell you, I definitely think it was overcompensation because she got her moon conjoined to her Virgo South Node. So she got moon in Virgo conjoined to her Virgo South Node. It's in her first house. So she's dealing with like a lifetime of insecurity. But she got Venus and Gemini conjoined to Chiron. So that right there is like she has this dual personality thing going on, or you'll say this public image that she has that outshines that Virgo moon and Virgo South Node. So you could kind of say that sometimes she be trying too hard. She be trying too hard to, basically. Oh, Sarah said I love Lizzo. I never even really heard her songs before. But it's like who she is at home is not really who she is when those cameras are rolling. But then again, that is who it's like she got two different sides to her. And then she also got Mars in Aquarius. That's why she had her ass out. That Mars in Aquarius can cause somebody not to have any shame. And it's squaring her Sun, Jupiter, and Mercury in Taurus. So her being a Taurus, you would think that she would have some decency and decorum because Taurus is very much like that. Taurus likes to be presentable. Even if Taurus is crazy at home, when they're in public, they like to present themselves to be like these decent, upstanding individuals. But that Mars squaring her Taurus Sun, Jupiter, and Mercury makes her have that, like her actions can be shameless. And that just cancels out that Taurus decency she has. And then and again, that's pointing to the issues with the self-esteem as well, that Mars in Aquarius squaring that Taurus stellium. So I would think that even though she had that video the next day and she was like, this is who I am. Oh, we got 100 people in here, only 36 likes. Can you get the likes up? She like, this is who I am. And I'm always like this and all that. It's still overcompensation for the deep-seated feelings of insecurity. And she's basically perpetuating that Virgo South Node conjoined to her moon because now people are criticizing her. Lil says, somebody said Lizzo was a rich, lovely peaches. Mickey said, I would not have my ass out like that. Her outfit was pretty ugly, though. Yeah. And the thing is, her ass ain't even cute. And I ain't even talking about because she's big, because you could be big and have a real nice looking ass. But that ass looked kind of like it was slapped in the with a damn cookie sheet. That's what it looked like. So there was nothing cute about that ass. And I was like, first of all, you're going to wear an outfit like that, whether it's inappropriate or not, you got to make sure you got the ass for it. Like, remember when Prince wore those assless pants at the award show? But I think he still had some like material over it that was kind of sheer. But Prince had the ass to be having his cheeks out like that. Lizzo don't have that type of ass, number one. So it just made it look even worse. She did have a long ass. Kara, yes. Looked like somebody slapped her in the ass with a cookie sheet. Yes. And I'm like, that was, and look, this is me being a Sag because that was the first thing I noticed. Because I always, Sagittarius deals with the ass, the buttocks. So I always say that I'm like ass patrol. So that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that ass don't even look right to be doing that, to be showing that shit off. And I was like, that just looks nasty. Esoteric says start squatting. Christine said valueless. But yeah, this is stemming from her insecurities, and that Mars in Aquarius just causes her to overcompensate. She also has Mars square Pluto, which means that her actions can be compulsive. Like, she'll just do stuff like that and not even think about the consequences. Cameron said it's like they just sit on it all day. I don't play that. I had a girlfriend who was big like that, and she had that flattened cottage cheese booty, right? And a lot of times those type of booties, like they're real tight, like they're like you need like a butter knife to get to the ass cheese. It's hard to explain, but it'd be big, flat, but then like it'd be so mushed together, the two cheeks. Hey, Connect, how you doing? But I'm like, again, if you go to public service announcement, if you're gonna have your ass out, make sure your ass is looking right. That was my main problem. But then again, I was like, okay, she doing this. This is supposed to be like, there's kids here and all that stuff. And I seen the men in the audience, they were turning their head. I was like, God damn, that's messed up. So it's like she can't win no matter what she do, because people are going to talk about her regardless. Mickey says squats and ass exercises help. Christine said, then she went glitter bodysuit. I didn't see her in a glitter bodysuit. Who's Tess Holiday? Right, ladies, what would you rather have? Would you rather have some, and some of y'all probably already got one or the other, and then some of y'all probably got both. Would you like some big ass tits or a big fat round ass? Which one would you rather have? You can't have both. But when I say a fat round ass, it's going to be real big, like it's going to be out there. Esoteric said ass. Lil said, does that mean ass? Lil said big fat round ass. Mickey said I got both. Trey Sizzle said ass. Nadia said boobs. Mimi said big ass. I would go with the big ass too. Cause them boobs they could get in the way. Amazonia said ass, big tits with a small ass looks weird. But you notice that's a common body shape, like real big tits with a flat ass. That's pretty common. Because God was like, you ain't getting everything. Sometimes he's nice. He's like real generous with some women where he's like, I'm going to give you titties and ass and a small waist. And, but for a lot of women, he going to give you either one or the other. If he give you them big ass tits, them double D's, you might not have much ass. Jules said, my ass is too small until I build that little thing. What's Tanya talk about? Said that's Wendy. Wendy Williams. Conservative free spirit said titties are overrated. You know what? I feel like a lot of guys feel that way. They might like, hey, Lysandra, they might like looking at them, but, and y'all women tell me if y'all experienced this, where it's like sometimes they're not even there when you're dealing with a dude. He just ignored them. Like he might touch them like the first few times, but then it's like, hey, these are being ignored. It just seems like guys, they're not, well, I know a lot of black guys, they just aren't into like titties like that. They're more ass and legs and thighs. But yeah, I've been with some men where I'm like, pay attention to my titties. Like, why are you ignoring them? Siobhan said guys don't even suck titties. I don't even think they suck titties no more at all. I think they just hung that one up, unless we're dealing with a guy that is like very much into breasts. But they be ignoring the milk jugs though. I be like, damn. Meg is an Aquarius. Who you talk about, Megan Thee Stallion? Akeda said, white dudes about them big old titties. Awkward said, baby suck titties. Yes, Cancer men love some titties. Some big old titties, some tig old bitties. Yes, Denise, that was inappropriate for her to do that. Ass looking like a billboard. She needs to sit the fuck down. Siobhan said, my ex was a breast man, but he didn't suck them. That's what I'm saying. Like, they could be a breast man, but they're not even going to pay proper attention to them. Akeda said, Asians are about the face. Wait a minute, where'd that go? Better, because lots of us ain't got no ass. Hey, Inquiring Mind. Right, Rob? Don't ignore the titties. For real. Any women in here, would you get ass shots or get the Brazilian butt lift? Would anybody get that? Or has anybody had that? And guys, how do you feel about that? Would you date a girl that had a Brazilian butt lift or ass? Well, I think with the Brazilian butt lift, can you really tell that a woman has had work done? I think it's the ass shots is where it's really blatant. So Amazonian goddess said no. Jules said, I have great thighs, though, muscle memory. Mickey said, hell no. Nah. Amazonia said, fake butt. D. Danique said, nah, I'm scared of surgery. Awkward Letter said, my mom's Sag friend's ass is huge. It extends out like a dining room table, and then it rounds down to shape her butt cheeks. Lord. Siobhan said a lot of chicks with, oh my God, why